Hello, losers and scumbags! I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't like nostalgia. And I never will like nostalgia. I keep making videos about it because, at least it's not 2022 anymore, you know? At least I don't live in a time where all it is nostalgia. I mean, it's still very much a problem, hence why I'm needing to make this video for it. But I tell you something right now, man. In 2022, all they was nostalgia. Like, 2020, they were too worried about the disease. 2021, they were mostly too worried about the disease. But once 2022 came around, like, you could see a trend because of 2020, but it didn't just rise in popularity until 2022. Like, you got me in a schmuck here, you know? It gets a bit angsty with that one, you know? Like, it gets a little odd. I'm gonna have to probably call that what's a word? I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to make up a word for this one, how to describe it. It's like, Zukakis. Not Zukakis, that already exists. Zillabar. It's like a Zillabar. Like a Zillabinar. No. More something like a Zillavinar. I guess it's a Zillavinar. Which would be ZEVR. Z-E-V-R. Zillivinar. Anyway, I don't like it because, well, yeah, you can like stuff from the past, sure, but you can only like it for so long until that starts to wear off. It don't hit anymore, you know? The nostalgia don't hit anymore, you know? It's getting old. Like, I can understand if you were in your 50s, in your 40s, 50s, or older, and you're being nostalgic now, because once you lived long enough, you can be nostalgic. But when you're in your 30s, when you're in your 40s, not really, because, like, even though you're older, you've been getting older, it doesn't really make any sense to be nostalgic, because the thing is when you're in your late 30s, that's the era you're gonna be nostalgic most for the rest of your life. Because, yeah, you could say your 20s or your childhood era or whatever, but if you're gonna be nostalgic, you're most likely gonna be nostalgic for a time when you were the busiest in life, which, for most people, is most likely when they're gonna be 36 or 38. 36, 37, 38, somewhere in their late 30s. Because that's when you're going to be most busy, and that's when your memory is the sharpest and you remember the most things, at least from your average life, you know, from when you do it the most, when you're busiest the most. At least that's what the average life expectancy says. And sorry if I'm coughing, I'm sick. I'm sick because of you scumbags putting nostalgia on me. For real. Anyway. Yeah, it's just exhausting, man. Like, I want some new original stuff. Like, do something for 10 years straight. Like, each decade. Do something for 10 years straight. Give, like, a style, a music, a form of art, and also a form of sports, in form of movies, TV shows, books, and video games. Do that for 10 years straight, and then right around the end of the year, end of the last year, mix it up a bit, do something completely different, and then just whatever is the most original thing that is possible, like most niche original thing, make that the most mainstream of that era kind of thing for that next 10 years, and then just repeat the cycle. Just keep doing that. And you'll always have something to entertain you just because you did that. Just because you did that for your whole life. Your whole frickin' life. And just because of that, you know what you can do? You can do all sorts of crazy stuff. Just have a 10-year consistency and nobody will be complaining. As long as you can do that for like ever, you'll be good. You'll have that goodness in you. You'll have that goodness in you because each year will have its own thing of that exact thing. So it'll be like 10 different shades of the same thing, and then the last year will probably be like the hardest of hardcore of whatever that decade has to offer, and then just repeat the cycle to another 10 shades. And yeah, everything's good. I don't like nostalgia. I want more originality. I want more new stuff. You know, like, go for more original stuff. Go for the new. Go for the crazy. You know, make it to the point where making something that's nostalgic is more risky than making something original. Like, I want that kind of future. Anyway, yeah, and I mean completely original. Like, no context, no nothing, just context, no anything, no reference to it before. Like, actually legit original. Okay? Like, legit original. Just fully unhinged, uncrazied, ungotted, unrizzed original. Okay? Like, on Aura original, you know? Just full on, straight up something new. Like how I did with those words earlier. So, with all that said and done, go make yourself something original because we all know we all need it. Anyway, or at least try to, you know? You don't have to go full out if you don't want to, but if you want to, you can, which you probably should because you never know when you might be the next philosopher, the next trillion years or so. So anyway, yeah, have a nice day, and just remember, everybody, stay ugly.